we're gonna start standing today, and the only prop we'll need is, I'm gonna use a magic circle, but if you have a pillow, feel free to use the pillow, and if you don't have either option, that's okay, we can work with that as well. So it's close enough to 10, so let's get on started. I'm gonna stand up way back here, just so you can see what I'm doing. We stand up nice and tall, bring those arms up overhead, nice deep inhale, exhale, just rolling forward one vertebrae at a time. My hands are gonna touch the carpet and keeping my legs as straight as possible. I'm gonna walk myself out, not to a plank, but to a downward dog. Just getting that nice downward dog. Like press those shoulders down and back, keep those legs straight, and then come up and start to walk my hands back to my feet. As I mentioned last time, our classes are now 50 minutes. So we want to be sure that we get a really nice warm up before we dive into our day. So again, rolling forward one vertebrae at a time, walking our hands back out, again, just to that downward dog. Now in your downward dog, you're more than welcome to bend those knees. You want to bend both knees and straighten both legs, or just get into some little prances here. Keeping those shoulders down and back, and try to roll those shoulders away from your neck to really stretch out that back and that posture. Bring both legs straight, and then walk yourself back up and slowly start to articulate back to standing. Now this time we're going to do it a little bit different. So now when I roll forward, articulating the spine, down, 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 and walk my hands out, now I am going to come to a full blown plank. From here, my left foot is going to come through the space between my right foot and my right hand, and I'm just going to drop that hip a little bit. You can drop it all the way to the ground or hover. From here, I'm going to come back up, put my left foot back where I found it, and then do the same on the right side. So the right foot is going in between the the left hand and the left foot. Drop that hip, lift it up, come back to center, and walk your hands back to your feet and slowly articulate up. Don't worry if that felt funky, we're gonna practice it again. So rolling forward, roll, 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 and then walking our hands out to that plank. Shoulders down and back, hips neutral. And again, putting my left foot on the floor in between the right side of the body and dropping that hip. If you can, stretch the head and the chest up a little bit. Come back to that neutral spine. Put my left foot back where I found it. Put the right foot in between the left side of the body. Drop the hip. Lift the chest and the head. Come back to neutral, back to my plank, and walk it on back. Beautiful. Again, articulating up one vertebrae at a time, and then down, 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 rolling down, walking back out. We're going to do this one final time. So I'm in my plank, left foot goes on the floor, and again, lowering down that left hip as my chest comes up to the sky. Come back to my plank, put my left foot back where I found it, to replace it with the right foot, through the left side of the body, lower that hip down as my chest comes up to the sky, come back to my plank, put my foot where I found it. Now, I'm going to bring my left foot in to this really deep kind of lunge position. If you need to, your right foot can go on the ground. And again, I'm just going to try to swan up, lifting my heart and my chest to the sky. Hands can be on the ground if you need them. And I'm trying to really drive my right hip towards the floor by my left foot. Giving that lovely stretch. Perfect. From here, I'm going to press back up onto my left foot, hands on the carpet or on the yoga mat, so my leg can go out to the side. So now my right leg is in line with my spinal column, straight out to the side. And now I'm pushing the inside of my right thigh and my pelvic floor to the ground. You can either have this left heel lifted or flat on the ground, whatever feels comfortable for you and your ankle, as we just try to stretch this side of the body out. Now, keeping my right leg straight and my left knee bent, I'm going to bring my upper body towards my right knee and try to lower down, deepening that stretch. If that doesn't feel good for you in your body, you can stay up on your hands or stay pointed forward, whatever feels good for you. But again, that inner thigh and pelvic floor are pressing down to the ground. Beautiful. As we do this. Excellent. Come back up, walk your hands back to center, and now my right leg is going to come in front of the body. Keeping that leg as straight as possible, you can pointer flex or dorsiflex that foot, whatever feels good for you. And again, I'm just trying to melt forward now. You can either have both hands on the ground, forearm on the ground, or your hand on your leg. Just not trying to overwalk that right knee, but really just get that nice stretch. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Perfect. Now I'm going to step both feet back, so I'm in this kind of really low squat position, because we need to do this on the other side. So now my left leg goes straight back, and again, I'm on my right toes and ball of the foot, or flat, whatever feels good for me. And my left hip is driving forward towards the floor. That lovely stretch, lifting my chest and my head up to the sky. Depending on how bendy you are, you might get a little higher, you might not get as high, and that's okay. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. And then now taking that left leg out to the side. So just like before, the inside of my left leg and pelvic floor are pressing down to the ground as low as you can. And if you want to help facilitate that, you can come down onto your forearms. If that doesn't feel good, don't worry about it. We're just really stretching this side of the body out and loosening it up nice and slow. And then as soon as you're ready, just like before, I'm going to walk my hands towards this left knee. Lower down as low as I can. I don't know if you can see over my shirt. Sorry, it was a poorly timed shirt for today. Perfect. And again, if this feels uncomfortable, you can stay on your hands or stay straight in front, whatever feels good for you and your body. You can take one final deep breath here, come back up, and now my left leg is going to come forward. And again, pointer flex or dorsiflex, whatever feels good for you and your body. Now that I'm here, I'm just going to lower myself down. Again, you can either put a hand on your calf, on the floor on either side, come onto your forearms, but I'm just stretching this leg out in the side of the body. Take a nice deep inhale, deep exhale. Perfect. One more deep breath. And then I'm going to bring this foot back in. So now I'm on my toes again. Now, let's see if we can do the splits. Most of us probably haven't done this since high school, so don't worry. Your neighbor can't see what's happening. So I'm just going to send both legs as far as I can. For me, my hands have to support myself because there's no way I'm getting all the way to the floor. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Go ahead and bring both feet in. Sit down in that nice low squat. And when I'm in my low squat, my elbows are going to go on the insides of my knee and press away. So I'm just stretching and opening up the body. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Good. Now we're going to try that splits again. So if you want, step one leg out, and then the other leg, hands supporting you, hips neutral, shoulders down and back. Now I'm going to ground my left hand and lift my right hand up along with my gaze, bring it back down, and then to the other side. I'm just rotating, lifting up one side of the body, and then the other. And if this doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. So, totally optional. Beautiful. Good. One more on either side. And then we'll walk one foot in, walk the other foot in, set those knees down, and press it out to a child's pose. Beautiful. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. All right. So now when I come back up into that quadruped, I'm going to do that stretch again, because again, we're going to need that flexibility later on in our day. So step this left foot forward, step that right leg back, and again, press that hip down to the floor. Down, down, down. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. And again, if you can deepen this, feel free to come down, or if it doesn't feel good for you in your body, that's fine. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. I'm going to put my pressure into my hands so I can swing this leg out to the side. Again, inner thigh, pelvic floor, pressing down towards the floor. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Just like before, if it feels good for you in your body, walk those hands to the right side of your knee, and you can either come down on your forearms or stay on your hands. Whatever feels good for you in your body. We're just kind of warming up those abdominals, the thoracic spine, our legs and hips. Perfect. Now walk myself back to center and bring that leg in front. So again, pointer flex or dorsiflex, whatever feels good for you in your body. And again, lean as far forward as you can. Hands can support you. You can be on your forearms, whatever feels good for you in your body. Perfect. Last one on this side. Nice deep inhale, deep exhale. Bring both of our feet in, sink back flat on our feet. Give those legs a little break for a second. And then as soon as you're ready, now send the left leg back. Perfect. And again, I'm on the toes of my foot. If you want to be flat-footed, that's fine. But again, my left heel is really driving, or pardon me, my left hip is driving down to the floor. You want to come down onto that forearm or lift that head and chest to the sky. That beautiful stretch. Oh, these look great. One final deep inhale. Exhale, bring that leg out to the side. So again, now my left inner thigh and pelvic floor are pressing down towards the ground, getting that lovely stretch. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. And again, just like before, if you'd like, you can walk those hands towards your left knee and come down. And that feel good, that's okay. And stay up on your hands or back and front, that's a-okay. Deepen that stretch, keeping this right knee pointed forward as best we can. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Walk myself forward. And now for this final stretch, bring that left leg forward. Again, pointer flex or dorsiflex, whatever feels good for you in your body. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Beautiful. And again, stretching as far forward as you can. And on this next exhale, bring both feet back in. Firmly plant those feet on the ground and press yourself up just about halfway to a chair pose. If you've done yoga before, you'll know this one. We're going to hang out here for count of 5. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand on up. If you need to stretch it out. So when I'm done with that chair pose, send my arms straight out, back, sink down as far as you can. If as far as the knee, just sink yourself down to just before discomfort. And we're just going to hang out. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and stand up. If you want, stretch those arms overhead. Going side to side. Shake it out. Give your face a little shake of the wiggles. And then sink down for one final time. So we're just going to hang out here. Our nice little chair pose, feeling those legs talk to us. Feeling our core warm up. And the arms are just kind of counterbalancing, getting warmed up as well too. We're going to hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand on up. Now, if you have a pillow or something that you can squeeze, go ahead and grab that now. If not, you don't have to. You can do this with your hands. So I'm going to stand up tall, roll my shoulders down and back. My hands are at chest level. And I'm just going to squeeze into my magic circle. I don't know if you can see that. And count to 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then release. Beautiful. And again, squeeze for 1, 2, 3, and then release. If you don't want to use the magic circle, you can use your hands. Just press into those hands for a count of 3, and then release. Press into those hands for a count of 3, and then release. If you would like to make this a little harder, go back to your chair pose while you squeeze into those hands for a count of 3, and then stand up as you release. So again, you can make this as easy or as hard as you'd like today. This is your workout. You can make the most of it. And back up. Beautiful. Last one before we start adding on. So squeeze for 3, release, stand up. Now this next one, my hips are going to be glued into cement. I'm going to squeeze into my magic circle or my hands and rotate my upper body to the left, pass through center, to the right, to center, and then release. The hardest part is your hips want to go with you as you do this. So keep those hips still. So again, squeeze into your pillow, your hands, your magic circle, rotate left, back to center, to the right, back to center, release. For this next one, if you want to make it a little harder, squeeze into your hands or your prop, come down into that chair pose. Now rotate left to center, to the right, to center, stand up, release. It actually makes it a little easier because now your hips can't move when you're in that chair pose. So again, squeeze into your hands, rotate left, pass through center, to the right, to center, release. Don't worry, we're just going to do 2 more. So again, squeeze, chair pose down, rotate left, to center, to the right, to center, release. One last one. Squeeze, come down to that chair pose, rotate to the left, pass through center, to the right, to center, and release. Beautiful. Shake it out if you need to. Now I'm going to demo with my magic circle for this next one. Again, you can still use hands or your pillow. Bring those arms overhead. I don't know if you can, hopefully you can see that. So my arms are down and back in the socket, and I'm just going to give 10 pulses into this magic circle, or into your pillow, or into your hands. Beautiful. 2 more. Excellent. Now for this next one, squeeze into your magic circle or your pillow and lower it down. And then back up, release. Squeeze into that pillow or your hands, lower it down and release. Depending on the type of prop that you're using, lower down, stand up, release, will depend on how low you can go. So for me, because I have a magic circle, I can go pretty low. But if you're using your hands, just go down until they bonk into the top of your head and back up and release. Squeeze together, lower down, tap the top of your head, come back up and release. Again, if you want to make this a little harder, come down into that chair pose while you lower down, come up, stand up, release. 2 more. Squeeze, 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 lower down, lift up, release. Last one, squeeze those hands together, lower down, lift back up, release. For this next one, we're going to try to find different parts of our pectoral. So I'll be sideways so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to squeeze my hands together and then press them out away from the body and back in, and then release. So squeeze those hands together or your prop and send the arms out, not so far that the shoulders pop out of their socket, and then pull back in and release. So again, squeeze those hands together or your pillow, press out. And as you press out, you're going to feel those different parts of our pectorals, with these kind of fan-shaped muscles, engage as we move the hands away and as we pull them back in. Release. Again, if you're bored, we can, as we squeeze and press away, come down into that squat. And as we pull back in, stand back up and release. Again, totally optional. You don't have to do this. It doesn't feel good for you and your body today. So we're just making this workout whatever feels good for us. 2 more. So press, send those arms away, back in, release. Last one, squeeze, press, bring it in, release. Excellent. For this next one, if you have just a hand, you're gonna put your hand on one of your hips. This other arm can just take a break. For me, I'm gonna use the magic circle so you can see what I'm doing. So I have my hand and my hip and my pillow magic circle here, and I'm just gonna do pumps into my hip. So my hand, my arm, my shoulder are pumping and pressing my hand towards my hip. Perfect. So from the side, this is what it looks like. Beautiful. And hips are neutral, core is on, it's Pilates. Shoulders are rolled down and back, neck is relaxed. 3 more. 2, 1. Now here's the tricky part. If you have a pillow or a magic circle, put your hands behind your back like this. If you just have your hands, bring your hands together and then squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. This one's harder to keep those shoulders down and back. So it's okay if it's a little bit of a struggle puddle. So bring the hands together, squeeze, release. Bring those hands together, squeeze and release. 2 more. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. For this next one, hold the hands together or your pillow and squeeze, 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 and then lift and lower. Lift and lower. And you're not going to get a lot of lift and lower here because we're squeezing. So we've got all these muscles nice and active. So 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Beautiful. Now I'm going to bring that hand, pillow, or magic circle to the opposite side of the body for the pulses on this side. And again, if you don't have something that you can squeeze, use your hand. That works great too. Perfect. So we're just squeezing in and out, in and out. Beautiful. Just going to do 3 more. Excellent. You guys are doing wonderful. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now, I'm going to take my squeezing object, whatever that might be, and I'm going to widen my feet a little bit. My hands are going to go on top. Now I'm going to squat all the way down to the floor until my prop touches. I'm going to do 3 pulses into that prop and stand back up. If you just have hands, come down as far as you can and squeeze the hands together 3 times before you stand back up. So again, come all the way down, arms straight and long, and squeeze 3 times. Perfect. Or if you have that prop, come all the way down, squeeze 3 times. 2 more. All the way down, squeeze, 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 come back up. Last one, all the way down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. From here, set one knee down, then the other knee down, and sit that booty on those heels. From here, my hands are still going to be on that prop, and I'm just going to squeeze down. Perfect. Keeping my shoulders down and back, core on, hips neutral. If we don't have a prop, I want you to squeeze down onto the knees. So that way we're really activating the shoulders and the back. And it's okay if you feel this more in your upper back as opposed to your lower back. That's okay. Beautiful. Excellent. 3 more. Now after my 3rd one, I'm going to turn more towards the front so you can see me again. My right hand is going to stay on my prop. My left is going to lift, and then I'm just going to squeeze with one hand. If you want, you can put this hand behind your ear, get all sassy with it. Don't worry. We're just going to do 3 more. 3, 2, 1. As you may have guessed, we're going to switch and go to the other side. So now my left arm is leading the show. If you're right side dominant like I am, this might feel weird. That's okay. So we're practicing getting right and left to be equally as awesome and coordinated and strong. So again, we're going to do this for 3 more. So 3, 2, 1. From here, I'm going to come into my mermaid or Z sit. So it doesn't matter which side, we're gonna hit both. So for me, my left shin is in front, my right shin is off to the side, and I'm gonna send my arm out to where when it's down and back in the socket, my arm is pretty well straight. If you don't have a prop, you can do this with your hand on the floor. My right hand is gonna come over, and as I mermaid over, my left arm is pressing down, down, down into that magic circle and then back up. So if you're on the hand on the floor, just push, 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 push that arm into the floor and come back up. Or if you have a pillow, push into that pillow as you come over and back up. You can try it both ways and see which way you like. But basically, I want this left arm to be really active. So the right side is getting a stretch. The left side is getting this lovely workout. Beautiful. Stretch, 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 stretch. Perfect. And back up. Good. Over, stretch, 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 stretch. And back up. All right. Now the next time I come over, stretch, 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 stretch. Hold, come back up. Now my legs are going to go straight in front of the body. I have a magic circle, so I'm going to loop the magic circle on my feet. If you do not have a magic circle, grab those calves, dorsiflex the feet, and really pull the shoulders down and back as your back comes stick straight like a board. So with the magic circle, it's going to look something like this. If you're super bendy, you're more than welcome to grab those feet and pull the spine straight. You'll feel a stretch through the back side of the legs, through your spine, through your shoulders, relaxing the neck, and then rounding forward, round, round, round. And then again, as we exhale, pull that spine straight. Beautiful. And again, you can grab wherever you need to make that happen. So if you're not as bendy to grab your feet, or your prop doesn't allow for you to grab the other side of it, you can grab your calves, behind your thighs, whatever feels good. One final time, rolling forward, and then standing up nice and straight. Perfect. Roll forward, excellent. All right, so now I'm gonna set my prop off to the side. My left leg is straight, and I'm gonna lift my right leg as straight as I can and put my hands wherever they can grab. So if you're like me, you can grab the bottom of your foot, and I'm really trying to keep this leg as straight as possible while I pull it up towards my chest and my face, trying to resist the urge to bend unless you have to. I'm just stretching this out. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Perfect. Now I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to open it out to the side as far as I can, again, as straight as possible. This might be where a gentle bend needs to come into play, and that's okay. We don't want to lock the knee. So just keep it nice and straight. Bring it back to center and then down so we can do the other side. So now, right leg is straight, left leg is up, grabbing wherever you can, keeping that leg as straight as possible and pulling up. My shoulders are as down and back in the socket as possible. Neutral hips to neutral spine, core engaged, all of our normal lingo that comes into play. From here, open that leg out to the side if you can. If you need to, gentle bend time. So gentle bend, no bend. I know I have big old thighs, so it's probably hard to see, but straight bend. Perfect. And again, I'm trying to open my leg out to the side as far as I can. Come back to center. Now I'm going to bend this knee temporarily so I can bring my right leg up. So now I'm in this weird kind of happy baby seated position. And then just for giggles, can you straighten those legs? It's okay if you're like, nope, not at all. So we're just straightening those legs as much as we can. You can bring the legs together, see if they get a little straighter, and then bend. It's a little bit of a balance challenge. You're welcome. We always need our balance challenge in our day. And then, if we can, try to open those legs wide. Now, they'll probably need to be pretty darn bent, unless you're super bendy and super balanced. And then go you, that's awesome. Bring those legs together, set them back down, and now go to your mermaid on the other side. So for me, right shin in front, left shin in parallel. I'm gonna stretch this arm out, shoulder down and back, and again, mermaid over and pressing down into this magic circle. Again, if I don't have a prop, when I mermaid over, I'm pressing down into the floor, really working these arm and shoulder muscles. And then coming back up. So all the way over, stretch, 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 stretch. Push, 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 and back up. So now our left side is getting this lovely stretch. Well, the right side is pushing into the ground as much as it can. You guys are great. These are beautiful. So again, just feeling the shoulders, feeling the arms work. And again, if you had a pillow or a magic circle, just coming all the way over, pressing as far as you can. And then back up. Excellent. Press, 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 and back up. 2 more. Pressing as I come over, 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 over. Back up. Last one. Press, 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 press. And then back up. From here, we'll set our prop off to the side if we were using it, and then we'll lay down. We like laying down. Best part of our day. Now I'm going to be at an angle so I don't kick my reformer here in a bit. Feet flat on the ground, hips neutral, shoulders down and back, and give me either an articulating or a hinging bridge, whatever feels good for you and your body. Perfect. So no preference here, whatever works well for you. Excellent. Coming all the way up and all the way down. A nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Those look so good. Perfect. We're going to do 3 more before we start adding on. So 2, final 1, up and down. Now here's where we add on. So bridge up however you would like, pause, and then lift both heels, lower both heels, lift both heels, lower both heels. 4 more times. So that was 4. This is 3. This is 2. This is last 1. Come on down. Bridge down. Now because that was so much fun, we're going to do it again. So bridge up, lift our heels, lower those heels. Lift the heels, lower. Lift, lower. 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. All right, optional progression time. So if you like what we were doing, stay with that. Hinge up. Now lift one heel, and as I lower one heel, lift the other. So like 2 ships in the night, these heels are just moving past one another. The hips are trying to stay as still as humanly possible. So I'm really focusing on that lower body. Those hamstrings, those glutes, the pelvic floor, inner and outer thighs. Good. So 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on down. If you need to, you can rock side to side. Stretch it out a little bit. All right, so we're going to do that again. Again, if you need to, when you bridge up, you can do both heels at the same time, lift and lower, or if you would prefer to alternate. Again, alternating those heels 1 at a time, keeping those hips as still as possible. Beautiful. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on down. Perfect. All right. Now when I hinge up, pause, lift one leg straight up in the air. Forget about this leg. Left foot, in this case, is going to lift and lower that heel 3 times. So 2, 1, and then hinge down. Now let's try it on the other side. So bridge up, left leg is in the air, right leg lifts and lowers just 3 more times. 3, 2, 1, and then come on down. Let's try it again. So again, bridge up however you'd like. Lift the right leg, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Swap sides. Oh, sorry. Getting ahead of myself. Hinge up, left leg up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Set that leg down again. Rock those hips out. Hug those knees to your chest if you need to. Whatever feels good for you and your body. All right. So now when I bridge up, pause. Lift that right leg to the sky. Lift the left heel. Forget about the left heel and give me 3 straight leg lowers and lifts. 1, and then hinge down, set the heel down, set the right foot down. We're gonna swap sides. Bridge up, left leg up, right heel up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come on down. 1 more on either side, and then we're bridged out for our day. So, bridge up, right leg up, left heel up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's do another one. 5, and then come on down. Last side, bridge on up, left leg up, right heel up. So we did 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Excellent. So now I'm going to keep my feet firmly planted on the ground with my chin. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, chest lift up and down. Now, chest lifting up and down is as far as you want to go today. Stay here. Otherwise, the next time I chest lift up, I'm going to pump my arms for a count of 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Chest lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then come down. Chest lifting up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. And again, you don't need to if you don't want to. That doesn't feel good to pump the arms as you're chest lifting. Last one. Chest lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Give that neck a break if it was getting a little tight. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Go ahead and grab the feet and then press those legs straight towards the wall behind you. You can get a little lift and a little rock. If that doesn't feel good for you in your body, that's a-okay. I'm just trying to use my lower abs to push my feet more overhead towards the wall behind me. And I'm using my abs and not my body weight or momentum, which is tricky. And then open those legs wide, 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 wide. Bring them back up and set the feet down. Perfect. Now, I'm going to bring my right leg to tabletop, left foot down, tuck the chin, nice deep inhale. Exhale, chest lift up, and give me 10 more pumps of the arms. If this doesn't feel good, then you're more than welcome to just chest lift up and chest lift down. So chest lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 more. Chest lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Now let's swap legs. Left leg up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, if you don't want to, just chest lift up, chest lift down. Chest lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Last one. Chest lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on down. Again, wiggle it out, stretch it out, however it feels good for you and your body. Great job, guys. Now from here, best part of our day, I'm going to roll over onto my hands and knees, and I'm going to do a cat-cow. Arch my spine up, and lowering it down. Getting that lovely stretch through the body. Perfect. Or if cat-cows aren't your jam, you can always wiggle those hips side to side, sink into child's pose, downward dog, whatever feels good for your body. So this is your opportunity, as we do always in class, to stretch yourself out. Most of it. Give your body whatever it feels like it needs. All right. So now from here, we're going to do knee hovers. You can be on your forearms or your hands. Curl those toes under. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, knee hover up. I'm just going to hang out here for count 8. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those knees down. If you need to child's pose, cat-cow, hip wiggle. If you need to kind of give those wrists a break, you can interlace the fingers and do one of these. It looks silly, but it actually helps loosen up the wrist if you do kind of a wave. So do whatever you need to. Now, we're going to divide the body in half and just use the right leg. So for this next one, we're going to come into a full-blown big boy plank. So plank on up. And then my right leg is going to give me mountain climbers. Just the right leg. So let's do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and then come down. Take it out, stretch it out, whatever feels good for you. We're still going to just use the right leg. Don't worry, we will get to the left leg. We just need to get through this first. Goodness, where does the time go? All right. Now the next time I plank up, bend my right knee in and give me fire hydrants. I'm leading with my right knee, open and close. 3 more. So that was 3, 2, 1, and then come on down. Again, stretching it out, however it feels good for you and your body. Stretch, 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 stretch. All right, last one on the right side, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, at least I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, you can be on your forearms if you need to. Nice deep inhale, exhale, plank up, bend that right knee in. Now give me a circle. Didn't think I'd let you get out of class without a circle today. 1 more in this direction, and then go the other way with our circles. 2 more. 1 and 2. Come on down. Stretch it out. That was great. You guys look fantastic. Whew, good thing we got that right leg done when we have a whole other leg. So now we're going to do everything on the left side again. So again, we're going to start with those mountain climbers here. Go to this side so you can see. Planking up. And then now just the left leg comes in and out. In and out. In and out. 2 more. In, out, in, out. And then come on down. Again, stretch however feels good for you in your body. If you want to do something that I haven't mentioned yet, go ahead. That's your time. So just like before, still on the left side, now we're going to do those fire hydrants. So inhale and exhale, plank on up. Bend that knee in, out, and in, out, and in. Lead with the left knee, not the left foot. If you lead with the left foot, you get this kind of weird twist, and I want a nice fire hydrant. 2 more. Out, in, and then come on down. Again, stretch. However feels good. You need to give those wrists a shake. Whew. Roll your shoulders. 1 last plank, and it's circle time. So stretch out. Go to your happy place. Pat yourself on the back. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, plank on up. Bend that knee in and make circles. Still hips in neutral. Core on, shoulders down and back. 2 more. 1 more. And then the opposite way. Again, circles are 2 ways. Makes them awesome. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Set that left foot down and come all the way down onto your tummy. Scoot back so you can see. Perfect. So now I'm going to stretch my arms to opposite walls. Forehead on the ground. Hips neutral, core engaged. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. First, I'm going to swan up by pressing my hands into the ground and then back down. Inhale, exhale, swan up, press those hands into the ground and come back down. 3 more. All the way up and down. All the way up and down. 1 last one. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. All right, now I'm going to hover my T-wing. And inhale, exhale, come all the way up, and then back down. So those arms are never touching the ground. They're in my nice T-wing. As I come all the way up and all the way down. Beautiful. Good. 2 more. 1, 2. Come all the way down. Now we're going to add on to that. So the next time I swan up, pause, and I'm going to try to rotate to the left as far as I can without letting my right hand touch the ground. Come back to center, swan up, and then rotate to the right without letting my left hand touch the ground. Come back to center and down. All the way up, rotate left, back to center and down. Swan up, rotate right, back to center and down. Beautiful, you guys. All right, now if your pillow or magic circle is handy, I'm going to grab it. Otherwise, I'll show you how to do this as well without. My arms are still in the T-wing, and my prop is under my right hand. Cover the left arm, and as I swan up, press into that right side of the body, and then come down. If you don't have the magic circle or a pillow, as I swan up, I'm pushing my right hand into the floor while the left hand hovers. So again, just getting a little bit more chest, shoulder, back activation. Hopefully you're feeling way more shoulders and back. 2 more. And then of course we're going to swap sides. So swanning up, pushing down. Last one. Swan up, push down. All the way down. And now we're going to swap sides. So again, I'm going to do this on the left side without the prop, just so you can see. Otherwise, put your prop here. So again, hover the right arm, swan up, push down into the left hand, and then come down. So again, my right arm is hovering as I swan up and push, push, push into that left hand as I come up. So swan up, push, 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 and down. Swan up, push, 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 and down. Good. Swan up, push, and down. Swan up, push, and down. Last one. Swan up, push, and come down. Oh, great. You guys are awesome. You need to press all the way back into a lovely stretch. All right. Gosh, where did the time go? Darn it. All right. On Saturday, we're going to finish the other like 80 things that I had, but we'll just end with a few more little ab things today. So I'm going to leave my legs straight, roll all the way back, arms overhead, tuck my chin, nice deep inhale, exhale, roll all the way up, 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 and then rotate to the right, come back to center, rotate to the left, back to center, and then melt that spine down. Try to remember this movement pattern as we roll up one vertebrae at a time, because we're going to add on to this on Saturday. So this is going to be our base move. We're just kind of learning. Then melt down, 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 down. I know we've done roll downs before, but on Saturday, exhale, roll up. We're going to add on. So one more to the right, one more to the left, and then very carefully and very slowly come up to standing. So we've been on the ground a lot, so if you need to, just take a breather, grab onto the walls if you need to. Bring those arms up overhead, nice deep inhale, exhale, roll forward like a rolling over imaginary beach ball. Try to touch your hands to the ground. If you want, you can shake your head yes, shake your head no. Give your arms a wiggle, give your shoulders a wiggle, give your booty a wiggle, and then very slowly start to articulate all the way back